Welcome, Cyclone fans, to another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It is Thursday, September 29th here at Harlan Community High School gym. And your Cyclones getting ready to take on conference foe, the Trojans from Atlantic. Cyclones come into tonight's contest with an overall record, 10 wins, 11 losses. And in conference play, 4 wins, 2 losses. Meanwhile, Atlantic comes into the contest with 8 match wins, 14 losses, but in the conference they are 5-3. These two teams on paper match up very closely in terms of how they've done against common opponents. It is neck and neck on how they've done against Red Oak, Creston, Lewis Central, Clarinda, and Shenandoah. Neither team has beat someone that the other team hasn't. And when you look at the number of sets won in those matches, it is almost identical. Looking at things statistically, Glenwood has 4 hitters over the century mark, with Abby Smith, 125 kills. Chloe Molinex is in there. Lexi Nolik with 127. Aubrey Geyer with 112. And Jada Jensen with 180. Meanwhile, on the side, so 4 hitters with over 100 kills. Meanwhile, the Cyclones have 2, and Haley Blatt with 103 and Sammy Einesen with 106. So it should be a good one here from Harlan Community High School gym. These two teams are right neck and neck with each other in the Hawkeye 10 conference play. So if the Cyclones can take a victory away from Atlantic, they'll secure a good solid 3rd place in the conference. And if not, they'll slip down to 4th and give that 3rd place spot up to Atlantic. So tonight, it'll get down to a couple different things. Cyclones usually have a front line that is hard to hit against, as there's some height, but there's some height on the Atlantic side of the net. Usually Ava Munson, who's a jumper, and Erica Rust, who has some height at the net, are able to provide some hitting problems for their opponent. But tonight, Atlantic has 6-foot Aubrey Geyer, 6-foot Lexi Nolix. They have 6-foot Chloe Molinex, 5'11" Abby Smith, and 5'10" Abby Muller. So the height advantage that the Cyclones usually have will get offset by what presents itself on the Trojan side of the net. So again, a good Hawkeye 10 matchup here tonight from Harlan Community High School gym between your Cyclones and the Trojans from Atlantic. We're going to let the teams continue to warm up. We'll be back with starting lineups. And that first serve, starters for Atlantic will be, quickly, number 8, Abby Smith, 5'11" senior. Number 10, Chloe Molinex, 6-foot senior. Lexi Nolik, a 6-foot senior. Number 6, Aubrey Geyer, a 6-foot senior. Number 14, Jada Jensen, 5'11" senior. Kira Olson, a 5'10" senior. And libero, 5'6" freshman, Claire Schroeder. And for the Cyclones, it would be number 4, Haley Blatt. Number 4, senior, 5'7". Number 5, Macy Reichel, 5'9" senior. Number 6, Sammy Einesen, 5'9" junior. Erica Russ, 6-foot junior. Ava Munson, a 5'8" junior. Macy Mueller, a 5'9" sophomore. Aubrey Sweezow, a 5'9" sophomore. And libero, 5'3" senior Kennedy Kiergaard. And also rotating in there will be number 2, Ellie Einesen, a 5'6" senior. So we'll be back if you're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV Channel 15.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Keast Auto Center in Harlan, Iowa.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
We're your station for Western Iowa sports. Cool Gold 105.3 FM, KNOD in Harlan, Iowa.
Aubrey Geyer, 6-foot senior. Number 8, Addie Smith, a 5'11" senior. Chloe Mullenix, number 10, 6-foot senior. Number 12, Lexi Nolan, a 6-foot senior. Number 14, Jada Jensen, a 5'11" senior. Number 18, Gerald Olson, a 5'10" senior. And the arrow, number 2, 5'6" freshman, Claire Schroeder. And now for your Harlan Community Cyclone. Number 4, Haley Glad, a 5'7" senior. Number 5, Macy Reichel, a 5'9" senior. Number 6, Sammy Anderson, a 5'9" junior. Number 8, Erica Rust, a 6-foot junior. Ava Munson, a 5'8" junior. Number 12, Molly Schmiezow, a 5'9" sophomore. And number 3, libero Madison Kiergaard, a 5'3" senior.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance. Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
United Bank of Iowa. The difference is here. Member FDIC.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for that opening serve here between your Harlan Community Cyclones and the Trojans from Atlantic. Should be a good Hawkeye 10 matchup here tonight. Two teams very evenly matched on paper. One thing that does come into play in these closely matched games is unforced errors. So we'll try and keep track of that here tonight. Points that are just given up by hitting errors or passing errors, serving errors. Something the Cyclones have done pretty well this year is gone from the service line. They start with Macy Reichel, their leading ace server. And there's Erica Rust with a attack that was blocked, but she sends a second one over and gets the Cyclones on the board first, 1-0, Harlan Community. And it's Macy Reichel at the service line again. Rust is the third leading attacker for the Cyclones. Blatt digs it from the back row, and they go right back to Rust, and this time Rust finds an open spot for the tip at the net. 2 kills for Erica Rust, 2 points for Harlan Community. Nice court awareness there by Erica. Late lineup change for Atlantic. Their starting libero, Ava Rush, is not here tonight. She's a multi-sport athlete. She's running cross-country tonight, so we'll see if that comes into play as they had to put a freshman out there in their lineup, number 2, Claire Schroeder. And the Cyclones off to a fast start with another kill. 3-0 Harlan Community. And that freshman Claire Schroeder is in that back row. We'll see if the Cyclones serve at her. And they do. They go right at the freshman. Ball is tipped over by the Trojans. And now Sammy Einesen hits one into the net. And then we'll get things now over to Atlantic as number 12, Lexi Nolick, the 6-foot senior, rotates back to serve. 3-1 Cyclones, and there's an ace serve for Nolick. 3-2 Cyclones. There's going to be bit of an overpass. The pass went over the net, and Atlantic used that as a set and hammered one down, and that's going to tie things up at 3 apiece. So as soon as the Cyclones went on a 3-0 run to get ahead 3-0, Atlantic has gone on a 3-0 run to tie things up. Now another overpass. And that is 3 unforced errors by the Cyclones. 4 points for Atlantic. 3 of those coming off of unforced errors by Harlan Community. And now Atlantic takes a 1-point lead. There's going to be a tip at the net by Rust. And pushed over by Atlantic. Cyclones in system. They're going to go to Heinesen. And again, a little passing issue there as they couldn't get it to the hitter. 5-3 Atlantic. And there's a service error on Atlantic. Unforced error number 1 for Atlantic, giving the Cyclones the point and the serve. 5-4 Trojans is the score. Ellie Einesen rotates in to serve for Harlan Community. They're going to go to outside attacker number 14, Jada Jensen, for the kill. Jensen, their leading attacker with 180 kills on the season. 6-4 Trojans. Seven for Atlantic. There's going to be a service error and unforced error number 2 on the Trojans, giving the Cyclones a point. 7-5 Atlantic. Madison Kiergaard, senior libero, back to serve now for the Cyclones. There's going to be one that just gets pushed over by Atlantic. Now they're going to go outside. The Cyclones are. Atlantic keeps it alive. Cyclones thought that ball was down, but it was a pancake. Atlantic got their hand underneath it to keep it alive. Now there's going to be a block at the net by Ava Munson. That was number 6, Aubrey Geyer, the 6-foot hitter. And Ava Munson right there to block things, giving the Cyclones the point. 7-6 Atlantic. And there's going to be a hitting error on the Trojans, and that's going to tie things up at 7 apiece. Kiergaard still back at the service line for the Cyclones. Cyclones trailed as many as 3 back at 7-4, but they've gone on a 3-point run to tie it up at 7-7. Atlantic's going to go outside. Little tip at the net by Muller. They're going to go right back to Muller, and she's going to get one that goes down. 8-7 Trojans. Number 10, Chloe Mullinex, 6-foot senior, now rotates back to serve for the visiting Trojans. It can be an ace serve by Atlantic. 9-7 Atlantic. Cyclones get it passed up to the front row. Going to be outside. It's Aubrey Schuizow. She's going to get called for 2 touches. Unforced error number 6. 6 of the Trojans. 10 points on unforced errors by the Cyclones early here in set 1. Nice set here to Haley Blatt. Haley Blatt got one, but it was dug in the back row by Atlantic. Tipped at the net, and that's going to be out of bounds. Nice job there by the Cyclones, watching that one go wide, giving them a free point. 10-8, Harlan Community trailing by 2. Macy Mueller rotates in now to serve for the Cyclones. Harlan Community down by 2. And Mueller goes right after the freshman, number 2 in that back row with an ace serve. Claire Schroeder again filling in for the senior libero, Ava Rush. And that's a big change as Rush is a 3-year starter. And they go right back after Rush again. And that was out of bounds. They did not call it. It was outside the antenna. And they do get the point. It should have been a point earlier as the ball went outside the antenna. Anyway, it is 10-10. Things are tied up. Now there's going to be Haley Blatt. Haley Blatt rips one down. Blatt with the kill, and the Cyclones now on top. 11-10, Harlan Community. Mueller back to serve again for the Cyclones. They keep going right at that sophomore. Ace serve for Mueller and the Cyclones, and now they have a 2-point lead, 12-10 Harlan Community. Cyclones on a 4-0 run here. There's going to be one that goes up, and again, tipped at the net. Little overpass, and Ava Munson says thank you very much and puts it down for a kill. And the Cyclones on a 5-0 run here. They were down 10-8, and now they lead 13-10. Ball's going to go to Haley Blatt. Haley Blatt ripped one down. Haley Blatt with the kill, and the Cyclones now lead 14-10. They're on a 6-0 run here in set 1. And then there's a service error as Mueller hits one in the net. 14-11 is the score. Cyclones by 3. And number 14, Jensen, back to serve. And that one's going to go close, and the line judge calls that on the line. Another ace serve for Atlantic. 14-12. Cyclones still maintain a 2-point lead. Again, number 14, Jada Jensen serving. Going to be a free ball over by Munson. Now on the attack is a tip at the net. And there's a kill for the Trojans. Cyclones still by 1, 14-13. Little 3-point run now by Atlantic. And there's Ava Munson with a little tip at the net. Tip back over, and now it's going to be Macy Reichel. Reichel with the kill from the left side, and the Cyclones inch back their lead by 1 more, 15-13, Harlan Community. Sammy Einesen back into the lineup now for the Cyclones. And there's going to be one that's out. Hit wide. That was number 6, Aubrey Geyer, that hits one out of bounds. 16-13, Cyclones. Haley Blatt doing the serving for Harlan Community, and there's going to be one that I don't know if they're going to be able to keep in play. They do. Cyclones should be able to stay in system. They're going to go short set to Munson. Going to be a free ball over. Nice job there by Kiergaard, sending it way back to the deep back row. It's just going to get pushed over, and the Cyclones can't keep that one in play. 16-14, Cyclones by 2. Number 6, Aubrey Geyer serving for Atlantic. Cyclones up by 2. And go outside to Sammy Einesen. She pushes it over. There's a hitting error by number 12. Lexi Nolik hits it into the net. Unforced error number 4 for Atlantic, and the Cyclones get the lead back to 3 at 17-14. Munson now serving for the Cyclones. Ava sends one deep to the back row. Atlantic gets a kill by number 8, Abby Smith, the 5'11 senior. Cyclones by 2, 17-15. As number 2, Claire Schroeder, the freshman 5'6 fill-in for Ava Rush, is at the service line. Erica Rust tips one at the net, and Erica Rust with the point. Cyclones back by 3, 18-15. And back at the service line, Macy Reichel, Cyclones leading ace server. There's going to be a kill for Atlantic, and they get back within 2, 18-16. See if the Cyclones can side out here. Get number 12, Lexi Nolik, off the service line. Cyclones are just going to have to free ball this one over, and there's an unforced error, hitting it wide out of bounds. 18-17 Cyclones. And there's one that hits the top of the tape there, hits the net and falls on the Cyclones side of the court to tie things up at 18 apiece. Reichel sets up Rust, and Rust doing a nice job tonight. Sometimes she can just hammer the ball. There's other times when she sees the floor and finds that open spot and just tips it. And that's what she did there. Smart play by Erica, giving the Cyclones a 1-point lead, 19-18. Doesn't always have to be fancy, just effective. And that's what Erica did right there. Cyclones now with it. And they're going to get it to Haley Blatt. Haley Blatt send one down the line. And they're going to say that is just out by inches. And that will tie things up again, 19 apiece. There's going to be a bit of an overpass. And that was number 10, Chloe Mullinex, the 6-foot senior, waiting for it on the Atlantic side of the net. She tips it down for a kill, and now Atlantic has a 1-point lead at 20-19. Haley Blatt with a nice kill. Ball goes up into the rafters. And number 12, Lexi Nolik can't run that down, and the Cyclones tie things up at 20 apiece. Ava Munson rotates back into the lineup for Harlan Community and sends Madison Kiergaard back to the service line. Nice serve by Madison Kiergaard. Barely gets over the top of the net, drives down for an ace serve, giving the Cyclones a 1-point lead, 21-20 here in set number 1. Kiergaard now with a little floater, keeping Atlantic off balance, and there's a hitting error on Atlantic's number 10, Chloe Mullinex hits one wide, and the Cyclones have a 2-point lead, 22-20 here in set number 1. 2-point lead for the Cyclones. Kiergaard at the service line for Harlan Community. Little float serve, gets Atlantic out of system. Attack on the left side, blocked by Munson and Schwiezow. Now just pushed over, Blatt waiting for it, and there's going to be a kill. Macy Reichel could feel the defense of Atlantic crowding the net, and so she just hits one over for a kill from the setter, and that gives the Cyclones a 3-point lead at 23-20. That's going to be a timeout for Atlantic as their coach wants to try and break the momentum that the Cyclones have here late in set number 1. And we want to take this opportunity to thank our fine sponsors for making this live broadcast come to you, as well as some rebroadcast opportunities, those being United Bank of Iowa, Polly Jones Funeral Home, KNOD Radio, Keast Auto Center, Cyclone Lanes, Conductex Wampler, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, and Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. So out of the timeout, the Cyclones are going to have serve and a 3-point lead, 23-20. Kiergaard at the service line for the Cyclones. 4-point run for the Cyclones. They were down 20-19, and now they lead 23-20. A little 4-1 run. Some water on the floor from the timeout. And we're ready for play. Maddie Kiergaard serving with a 3-point lead, 23-20. She sends one deep. There's a little bit of an overpass. Atlantic does keep it alive, and they're going to go outside to Aubrey Schwiezow. And Aubrey Schwiezow hits one down and a kill. Cyclones 24, Trojans 20. We're at set point. And the Cyclones have their matches their largest lead. They did lead by 4 back at 14-10. Kiergaard ready to serve for a first set victory. There's a bit of an overpass. Cyclones trying to play it out of the net. And they're going to say that Atlantic played the ball on the Cyclone side of the net. So that's going to be a point for Harlan Community as Atlantic played the ball on Harlan Community side of the net, and that's going to give the Cyclones a first set win, 25-20. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with second set action of play, watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for second set action of play from Harlan Community High School gym. Cyclones took set 1, 25-20 from the visiting Trojans. It was a game of runs. Cyclones got ahead 3-0. And then the Trojans went on a 3-0 run themselves to tie it up at 3. It was back and forth a little bit. Atlantic then took a 3-point lead at 7-4, but then the Cyclones went on a charge. Got ahead by as many as 4, 14-10, and maintained that lead to finish out the first set. And there's a kill by Sammy Einesen. Einesen gets the Cyclones on the board first. 1-0 Harlan Community. Macy Reichel's back to serve now for the Harlan Community, and there's an ace serve for Reichel. 2-0 Harlan Community. And into the gym comes running number 1, Ava Rush. He's their libero. We'll see how quickly they get her in there, but she just got done running a cross-country meet. So after running a couple, 2-3 miles, not sure how much energy she has. And there's another ace serve by the Cyclones as Atlantic couldn't keep it alive on their side of the net. And the Cyclones match how they started in set 1 with a 3-point lead. And there's one that just gets tipped over, a little mistiming with the hitter. And there's a kill by Aubrey Schwiezow. Gets the point for Harlan Community. 4-0 Cyclones, and they picked right up where they left off in set one. As they're out front, 4-0 with Reichel at the service line. They go right after that freshman, see if they can put some pressure on her. There's a block at the net. Nice block, but it goes just out, giving Atlantic their first point. Cyclones lead by 3, 4-1 with number 8, Abby Smith, rotating back to serve. It's going to be a roll shot, and that one's long, unforced error by the Cyclones. Cyclones had 8 unforced errors in set 1, 5 for Atlantic, and it's 4-2 Harlan Community here in set number 2. Ball's going to get set up here, short set to Rust, and it's blocked at the net. Cyclones don't get that covered up behind. It's 4-3. Cyclones still with a 1-point lead. Pass up to Reichel. Reichel just kind of tries to set it over. Atlantic on the attack. A little bit of an overpass. Blocked by Rust. And they're going to go at it again in a hitting error on number 10, Chloe Mullinex, as she hits one wide out of bounds. Cyclones lead 5-3. Ellie Einesen into the lineup now for the Cyclones. She comes in to serve. Ball gets pushed back to the back row and a little bit too far for number 6, Aubrey Geyer. That goes out of bounds. Nice job there by the Cyclones. Reading that one was going to be long. That gives the Cyclones a free point at 6-3. Ellie Einesen serving for Harlan Community. And they're checking something here at the score table. Checking some rotations here for one team or the other, maybe who should be at the service line. I think Atlantic was wondering if the Cyclones had the correct rotation, and then they do. So again, it is Ellie Einesen serving for the Cyclones. It'll be just a pushover for Atlantic. Cyclones in system, and they're going to go short set to Rust. And usually a lot of times, that little short set works, but as you said in the pregame, Atlantic has a lot of height in that front row. And when there's a double block, it's going to be difficult to hit through it unless it's maybe off on the side where the deflection will come back on the Cyclone side of the net and go out of bounds. And they're going to say 4 touches as that set didn't quite get over the net, so it'll be point for Atlantic, 6-5. Cyclones still by 1. Ball just gets free-balled over by the Cyclones. Now pushed over, and there's a hitting error on number 14, Jada Jensen. She was just going to push it over and didn't get enough mustard on it and goes into the net, giving the Cyclones a point, 7-5 Harlan Community. Kiergaard serving now for the Cyclones, and service error on Harlan Community. Unforced error number 3, 7-6, 1-point lead for the home squad. Number 14, Jada Jensen, now back serving. We bumped over to Ava Munson. She has a little roll shot, and now a little bit of a bad pass by Atlantic, so they just get it over. Aubrey Sweezow now is going to get one. Unforced error by the Cyclones. That one goes into the net, and things are tied up at 7 apiece. They're tied up exactly at 7 apiece here earlier in set 1, and now in set 2, things are tied up once again at 7 apiece. There's one that's hit, and off the block, it goes down for a kill for the Cyclones. Sweezow with the point, 8-7 Harlan Community. Cyclones by 1. Mueller rotates now into the lineup to serve. Cyclones with a 1-point lead. They go right after the freshman again, putting some pressure on her. Going to be a free ball over. Cyclones in system, and there's Ava Munson. And that one is, we're going to say, long out of bounds and no touch. Nice hammer on it by Ava. That ties things up at 8 apiece. And there was a back set to Blatt. This was mistimed. That's going to give the lead to Atlantic 9-8. There's a tip at the net by Munson, kept alive by Atlantic. Cyclones in system. Haley Blatt with a hard swing at things. Atlantic keeping it alive. Good little rally going here by these two teams. Again, going to go back set to Reichel. Now a kill attempt. Kept alive by Harlan Community. Free balled over. Atlantic now puts a hit on it. Cyclones doing a nice job of hustling. Madison Kiergaard keeping it alive. Overpass. Blatt right there tried knocking it down, and the Cyclones still in system. See if they can get something going here. Back set to Macy Reichel. Macy Reichel. Attack goes into the net. Nice rally there by both teams. Atlantic now with a 10-8 lead. A little short set by Munson, and Munson with the kill. Ava with the point. Cyclones back within one, 10-9. And Haley Blatt goes back to serve for Harlan Community. A little bit of an overpass, a little short set. The Cyclones right there to get things. Sammy Einesen hits one just long, out of bounds. 2-point lead for Atlantic, 11-9. Number 2, Claire Schroeder back to serve for Atlantic. Ball gets pushed over by Munson. An attack by Atlantic. Now going to go outside to Sammy Einesen. That's blocked. Cyclones keep it alive. Macy Reichel hits one, and that's wide out of bounds. 12-9 Atlantic. And Coach Ellie Crease is going to take a timeout and stop some of the momentum that's going on with the Trojans. Some good rallies going on here in these last couple points between both teams. We want to take an opportunity to thank again our fine sponsors for making this live broadcast come to you at home here tonight. Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance. Hanson House Senior Living. Shelby County State Bank, Conductix Wampler, the folks at Cyclone Lanes, Keast Auto Center, K&OD Radio, Polly Jones Funeral Home, and United Bank of Iowa. So thank you to those fine sponsors. And out of the timeout, the Cyclones trail by 3, 12-9. And number 2, Claire Schroeder is back at the service line for Atlantic. And the officials whistle things ready for play. Ava Munson with the tip over the net. Atlantic does keep it alive. Cyclones in system. And there's going to be a kill by Sammy Einesen. They run a little play there where Ava Munson comes up and takes a little fake swing at it. And right behind her comes the power with Sammy Einesen with the kill. 12-10 Cyclones as Ava Munson rotates back to serve. And there they go after the freshman. Ace serve for Ava Munson. 12 for Atlantic. 11 for Harlan Community. Cyclones within 1. See if they keep serving at number 2 or not. There's a little short serve by Ava. Going to be a shot over dug by the Cyclones. Up to Reichel. She has a cross-court kill attempt. And there's one blocked at the net by Rust. Cyclones keep things in play. There's one that's a little bit of an overpass, and the Cyclones can't keep that one alive. 13-11 Atlantic. Number 12, Lexi Nolik serving for the Trojans. Cyclones trying to keep it alive here. A little free ball over, a little bit of an overpass right at the net. Block. Cyclones do keep it alive. Good job there by Kiergaard and Blatt. There's one at the net again. Kiergaard with the nice dig. Little roll shot over by Atlantic. Cyclones now a little bit out of system. Just a little bit of an overpass there. Gave Atlantic the opportunity to tip that down on the Cyclone side of the net as they take a 3-point lead on Harlan Community, 14-11. Sammy Einesen with the kill attempt that's blocked. Again, Atlantic can put 3 people across that front row at 5'11" or 6 foot. Something the Cyclones haven't seen that often this year. Little short set to Erica Rust. Erica Rust with the kill. 15-12. Cyclones back within 3. Macy Reichel, senior, serving it up for the Cyclones. Nice dig by Kiergaard. Cyclones will just have to free ball it over. Again, Atlantic in system, little roll shot over. Cyclones going to keep it alive. Go over to Schwiezow. She pushes it over. Atlantic keeping it in play. Just a roll shot over. Cyclones got to take advantage here, and it's Sammy Einesen hitting one down, and Sammy Einesen with the point and kill. 15-13 Cyclones. Cyclones back within 2. Good time for one of those Macy Reichel ace serves. Gonna be one at the net, and the kill by number 10, Chloe Mullenix. 16-13 Atlantic. Ball's going to get back set to Einesen. And goes into the net for a Trojan point. 17-13. Atlantic by 4. Cyclones got a side out here. Get the serve back on their side. There's a kill, and that's Aubrey Schwiezow getting the kill and the side out for the Cyclones. 17-14. Cyclones trail by 3. As Ellie Einesen rotates in to serve for Harlan Community. See if the Cyclones can make a little run here. There's going to be a little tip at the net. Cyclones going to get the ball pushed over. A little overpass, and Erica Rust says, "Thank you very much. I'll use your overpass as a set." And a kill for Rust. 17 for the Trojans, 15 for the Cyclones. And Ellie Einesen with the serve. Nice block at the net by Rust. Back set over, blocked by Blatt. Now they're going to go right back to Haley, and Haley has a nice swing, but it gets blocked. Rust, they're going to, what they're calling it, they're going to call somewhat of a lift there, or carry. That's unforced error number 8 for the Cyclones, and it's 18-15. Service error on Atlantic. Unforced error number 4 on the Trojans, and the Cyclones within 2 at 18-16. Madison Kiergaard rallied the troops there earlier in set 1 from the service line. See if she can do that again. Nice block at the net. They're going to call somebody in the net. I think it was the ball that hit the net. I don't think anyone's in it. They're going to call the Cyclones in the net. 19-16. Cyclones now trail by 3. And they can't keep that one alive on the 8th serve. 20-16 Atlantic. There's an unforced error by the Trojans as there's a service error on them. 20-17, Cyclones within 3. Time for a run here for Harlan Community here in set 2. They won set number 1, 25-20. They're trailing here in set number 2, 20-17. Cyclones again go after the freshman, and there's a tip at the net by Munson. Nice job by her. Ball gets free balled over. There's going to be a tip at the net. The Cyclones can't keep that one alive there. (21-17). They get the ball to Haley Blatt. She roll shots it over. Ball goes up almost in the rafters. And free balled over. Cyclones in system here. Got to go. Short set to Munson. And they're going to call Atlantic in the net this time. So free point for the Cyclones. 21-18. Sammy Eisen back in the front row now for the Cyclone. Another power hitter up front. Cyclones trailing by 3. 21-18. And Haley Blatt sends one over from the service line. There's an attack blocked at the net by Reichel and Munson. Back row attack now. Atlantic tipped by Munson. Cyclones couldn't keep that one off the floor. 22-18 Atlantic. And the Cyclones want to take a timeout. Try and take some momentum out of the Trojan side of the net. Got a good one brewing here. We thought this one would be good from the onset. On paper, these two teams very evenly matched in terms of personnel as well as how they've done against teams in the conference. Atlantic does pose a little bit of a height advantage, something that the Cyclones haven't seen that much this year. Cyclones took set 1, 25-20, and they trail here in set 2, 22-18, as number 2, libero Claire Schroeder at the service line. Now goes back set to Ava Munson. And ball's going to get pushed over by Atlantic. Cyclones back at it again. Short set by Ava. And nice job there by the freshman libero. Cyclones keeping it alive. They're going to go to Macy Reichel. That one is blocked. 23-18. Atlantic by 5. There's going to be one at the net. The Cyclones keep alive. Free balled over. Now Atlantic on the attack, and that one is long out of bounds. Point to Harlan Community, 23-19. Cyclones trail by 4, but they have the serve and got to make a charge here. Erica Russ back into the lineup for Harlan Community. Ava Munson back serving. She sends one back deep to the back row. Back row attack now by Atlantic. Nice block at the net. If Atlantic keeps it alive, they do. Cyclones on attack, short set, and there's Sammy Einesen, and there's a touch. Point goes to the Cyclones. There was a touch on the attack by Einesen, and it's 23-20. Cyclones within 3. Got to keep going. Munson at the service line. They're going to go to the block, and that one's blocked out of bounds, so it'll be a point for Atlantic. Erica Rust right there, but a lot of velocity on that ball. Off the block goes out. 24-20. Atlantic. Erica Rust with the tip at the net. And there's going to be one. They're going to say that it was touched. It's not 4 touches, and they're going to go right to Sammy Einesen. Sammy Einesen with the kill. Cyclones within 3, 24-21. Macy Reichel serving for the Cyclones. See if we can get a little run going here. Back set, and the Cyclones can't quite get to that one. It'll be a kill for Atlantic and a win in set 2 for the Trojans, 25-21. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with set number 3. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Keast Auto Center in Harlan, Iowa.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Family, service, community. SCSB.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
We're your station for Western Iowa sports. Google 105.3 FM, Tano-D in Harlan, Iowa.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for set number 3, and there is a lineup change for Atlantic. Not back into the lineup, but number 1, Ava Rush. Is a libero. She's going to take the spot of what was number 2, Claire Schroeder. She went and changed jerseys. And now the Trojans' normal libero is out there ready for play. And Macy Reichel goes right after her and says, welcome to Harlan Community, Jim. I'm going to serve at you and get the point. Ace serve by Reichel. 1-0, Cyclones. They're going to go right back at her again. Cyclones, now time to go, and they're going to go right to Sammy Einesen. Sammy Einesen with the kill. They run that little double hitter play there where they again have the first person. This time it was Erica Rust come up with a little fake swing and hides the second hitter behind her. And that was Sammy Einesen. So it's hard to get the block put on. And the Cyclones come away with the kill and a 2-point lead, 2-0. Atlantic keeping it alive. Now the Cyclones need to go in system here. They're going to get the ball over to Aubrey Schwiezow. She hits a roll shot. Ava Rush keeps it alive for Atlantic. The Cyclones get the ball to Einesen, and she hits one long out of bounds. 2-1 Harlan Community. Number 12, Lexi Nolk serving for Atlantic, and there is Sammy Einesen with the tip. And point. Cyclones 3, Trojans 1. Sammy Einesen goes out. Sister Ellie Einesen comes in to serve. 2-point Cyclone lead, 3-1. Nice serve. Ace serve by Ellie Einesen. 3-point Cyclone lead. Ellie to serve again here. Ball gets passed forward, set over to number 14, Jensen. Her attack is blocked by the Cyclones. Harlan Community goes over to Schweizau. Atlantic keeping that in play. Free ball it over. In system now. Going to go to Erica Rust, and that one's on the line. They're going to call somebody in the net for the Cyclones. They call number, can't see what they called, make any difference. Anyway, one of the Cyclones were in the net, 4-2. Cyclones by 2. Back set to Rust. Rust with a tip. And that one hit the tape. That wasn't even a block. The Cyclones aren't going to get credit for the point, and the ball's going to go over to outside hitter number 6, Aubrey Geyer with the kill. 4-3 Harlan Community. Number 8, Abby Smith serving for Atlantic. Back set to Erica Rush. She tips one into the back row. And there's Haley Blatt on the overpass. Couldn't quite get that one down. Referees explaining the violation that was called against Atlantic. And now number 6, Aubrey Geyer, is going to come deliver the message to their coach. They were talking about one of those blocks being actually considered a hit on the ball, so it's going to end up being 4 touches. There's a kill for number 6, Aubrey Geyer. That's going to make the score Harlan Community 5. Atlantic 4. There's going to be one that's long, unforced error point on Atlantic with the service error. 6-4 Cyclones. Cyclones by 2 here in set number 3. Things are all tied up, 1 apiece. Cyclones 1 set 1, 25-20. Atlantic 1 set 2, 25-21. Haley Blatt with the kill attempt. And off the block of number 18, Kira Olson. It comes down on Atlantic's side of the net, and that's a kill for Haley Blatt. 7-4 Cyclones. Ball gets pushed over. Cyclones are ready for it. Now they're going to get things set up to Haley Blatt. Haley Blatt sends one down. The senior on senior night gets the kill. 8-4 Cyclones. Harlan Community doubling up the Trojans here in set number 3. Going to be a tip at the net, and that's out of bounds. Nice job there by the Cyclones. Watching that go wide out of bounds. Unforced error point on Atlantic. Cyclones take a freebie and a 5-point lead now, 9-4 in set number 3. We're going to take a quick timeout with these teams. We'll be back with more volleyball action. You're watching Cyclone Athletics on HLTV, Channel 15.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance. Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
United Bank of Iowa. The difference is here. Member FDIC.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Out of the timeout. The score is Harlan Community 9, Atlantic 4 in set number 3. Atlantic is not able to keep it over. Nice deep serve to start with, and Atlantic couldn't handle passing that to their setter, and then they end up hitting into the net. Point for Harlan Community, 10-4. There's a serve that hits the net and rolls over onto the Trojan side of the net. Ace serve for Harlan Community, 11-4, and Mueller still at the service line for the Cyclones. 7-point Harlan Community lead. There's a roll shot over. There's one that's an overpass and kind of ricochets off number 12, Lexi Nolik, for a point for Harlan Community. 12-4, Cyclones on a run here, and they lead by 8 in set 3. And there's going to be an ace serve for Mueller. She couldn't handle that. That was number 6, Aubrey Geyer, going off the hands, out of bounds. 13-4, Cyclones by 9. In system now, back set, blocked at the net by Blatt and Munson. Now a little tip shot, and Madison Kiergaard right there. Keep things in play. Ball went up almost into the rafters and speakers. Nice job by Reichel keeping that in play. Tipped at the net. Now all of a sudden Atlantic with the kill attempt, and that it was Munson and Reichel with the block. Back row attack dug by Einesen. Cyclones doing a good job of keeping it alive. Good little rally going on here between these two teams. Cyclones in system. There's going to be 2 touches. Not sure where we're going with the set there. And point unforced error on Harlan Community. 13-5. Cyclones by 8. Nice serve dug by Einesen, and a nice little tip at the net. Nice awareness there. Ava Munson saw the block coming and just tipped it into the little void there. 14-5. Haley Blatt serving for the Cyclones. Nice block by Munson. They're going to go right back over to Einesen. Sammy Einesen with a nice swing on the ball from the outside. Cyclones keeping it alive. Going to go right back to Einesen, and she hits one deep long out of bounds. 14-6. Cyclones still by 8. There's going to be a service error on Atlantic. 15-6, Cyclones. Ava Munson back serving for the Cyclones. Blocked at the net. Nice job by Erica Rust and Macy Reichel with the double block. 16-6. Cyclones in command here in set number 3 as they lead by 10. Ava Munson serving for Harlan Community. Nice serve by Ava. That barely gets over the net and back to the back row. Cyclones off the block. Couldn't keep that alive. Point for Atlantic, 16-7. Ava Rush back to serve now for Atlantic. Nice serve by Rush. Einesen hits one, and there's going to be one outside the antenna. 16-8. Cyclones still have the Trojans doubled up. rush at the service line for the Trojans. And that one's going to be long out of bounds. That was close. Nice job by the Cyclones taking the free point, 17-8. As Aubrey Schwiezow comes back into the lineup for Harlan Community, and Macy Reichel serving. There's a bit of an overpass, and that's going to be logged as an ace serve for Macy Reichel. Cyclones leading server, 18-8. Cyclones by 10. There's a little back set, and Cyclones couldn't quite keep that one off the floor. 18-9. Cyclones by 9. As number 12, Lexi Nolick serving for Atlantic, and there's going to be a service error. 19-9. Cyclones by 10. Senior Ellie Einison comes into the lineup for Harlan Community. She'll do the serving. And that one just long out of bounds. Last time Einison was at the service line, she served up an ace, and that time it was just long. Otherwise, it would have been another ace for the senior. 19-10 is the score. Cyclones by 9. Cyclones keep this one in play. It's going to be a roll shot over by Erica Rust. A little tip at the net. Nice job by Kiergaard keeping that one alive. It'll be just a free ball over by Atlantic. Cyclones let that one go, and it was in. 19-11 is the score. Number 8, Abby Smith serving for Atlantic. Cyclones they got out of system there, but it's Erica Rust getting it over for Harlan Community. Cyclones got this one still have this one alive, and they're going to say under the net there by Harlan Community. 19-12, Cyclones by 7. In system are the Cyclones, and there's Haley Blatt with one block. Out of bounds! Haley Blatt records another kill. And the Cyclones lead by 8, 20-12. Manicure guard, senior libero with the short serve, and just doesn't quite make it over. 20-13. Cyclones by 7. As number 10, Chloe Mullenix is going to serve for Atlantic. Little set over, and they're going to, somebody was in the net. No, they're going to call it 2 touches. Unforced error for Atlantic, and the Cyclones will take the free point. 21-13, Cyclones by 8 here in set number 3. Mueller with the serve for Harlan Community. Going to be a tip at the net. Cyclones keeping it alive. A little back set to Reichel. And that one can't keep alive, and that's going to be a kill for Macy Reichel on senior night. 22-13, Cyclones. Cyclones going after a 2-1 lead here in this Hawkeye 10 matchup. Nice communication out there by the Cyclones to keep things in play. There's a tip at the net. A nice job by senior Haley Blatt and junior Ava Munson with the double block at the net, giving the Cyclones the point. 23-13. Cyclones by 10. And there's a service error on the Cyclones. Long out of bounds. 23-14. Cyclones by 9. Ava Munson with the tip. Ava Munson with the tip and kill. 24-14, Harlan Community. Cyclones by 10. Into the lineup for Harlan Community, number 7, Cami Stork. Cami Stork to serve for the Cyclones. There's a bit of an overpass. And an overpass by Atlantic. And there's Sammy Einison, who's going to finish it off with a kill. 25-14. Harlan Community takes a 2-1 lead over the visiting Trojans. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with set number 4. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15. Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for set number 4 here from Harlan Community High School Gym. Great Hawkeye 10 matchup between your Harlan Community Cyclones and the Trojans from Atlantic. Cyclones with a 2-1 lead over the visitors. Atlantic with the first serve here in set number 4. Going to go outside to Sammy Einison, Cyclones leading attacker. And Atlantic's going to come away with the first point of set number 4, 1-0. Number 12, Lexi Nolik, 6-foot senior, back serving for the Trojans. Cyclones on the attack. There's going to be Erica Rust. Erica Rust, nice awareness there that the back row was open and she just pushes the ball deep to that back corner. It will record as a kill. Rust is the Cyclones' 3rd leading attacker on the season, and that ties things up at 1 apiece, and it sends Macy Reichel back to the service line for Harlan Community. That one clips the top of the net and gives the point to Atlantic, and they take a 1-point lead, 2-1. Cyclones in system, going to go back set to Sammy Einison. It was blocked, and the Cyclones couldn't quite keep that one alive. 3-1 Trojans. Cyclones in system again, going to go to Einison and off the block. It's a kill for Sammy Einison. Cyclones 2, Trojans 3. And Ellie Einison rotates in to serve for Harlan Community. A little bit of an overpass. Cyclones are right there for it. Well, passing error on Atlantic, giving the Cyclones the point, and we're tied up at 3 apiece here in set number 4. Gonna go outside attack there from the left side, and that's in. That is number 6, Aubrey Geyer, the 6-foot senior, with the kill. 4-3 Trojans. Number 10, Chloe Mullinex serving. Cyclones will just free ball this one over. Little short set in the middle. Nice dig in the back row by Einison. And a little outside attack, and the Cyclones can't quite get to that one off the block. 5-3 Atlantic. Number 10, Chloe Molnix, the server for the Trojans. Reichel with the set. Blatt with the swing on it. And right there was Erica Rust on the tip on the overpass. Again, Haley Blatt sends one down good. Haley Blatt with the kill. 5-4. Atlantic Cyclones within one. Maddie Kiergaard back serving now for the Cyclones. Left-handed libero. They're going to go back set, overpass, and Haley Blatt does a nice job of getting that one tipped. Ava Rush just roll shots it over for Atlantic, and they're going to go short set to Munson. That's blocked. Now Aubrey Sweezow with the kill. It goes out of bounds, but it's off the Atlantic block of number 14, Jada Jensen. And that's going to tie things up at 5 apiece, 5-5. Maddie Kiergaard serving it again. And there's one the Cyclones can't quite dig and keep in play as number 18, Kara Olson, gets the kill for Atlantic. And number 14, Jada Jensen to serve. 6-5 Trojans. Number 12 with the kill, Lexi Nolik. 7-5 Atlantic. Cyclones trail by 2 here in set number 4, but they are up 2-1. Nice job by keeping that one alive. Free ball over by the Cyclones, tipped, or excuse me, just a little set over the net by Atlantic's, pushed over by the Cyclones. Cyclones back in system, and that's going to be Haley Blatt, but it's blocked at the net, and that one's going to be out of bounds. 8-5 Atlantic. Jensen with the serve, and she goes with the short serve, hits the tape and rolls over. Cyclones try getting the ball to the right side to Aubrey Sweezow. That one goes into the net, unforced error by the Cyclones. 9-5 is the score. Cyclones trail by 4, and Coach Ellie Crease says let's take a timeout and regroup and get some of the momentum stopped maybe that Atlantic has building, and we want to take that opportunity then to thank our fine folks and sponsors making this broadcast come to you live tonight. Those being United Bank of Iowa, Polly Jones Funeral Home, KNOD Radio, Keast Auto Center, Cyclone Lanes, Conductix Wampler, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and the Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. So out of the timeout, Atlantic does have a 4-point lead at 9-5. A little short serve by Atlantic, and they're going to go outside to Ava Munson. Munson with the kill, and the Cyclones within 3 at 9-6. Nice side out by Harlan Community to get the serve and go on attack here in set number 4. Mueller into serve. Kiergaard's going to get one over to Haley Blatt. And Haley Blatt, nice swing on the ball, dug in the back row by Atlantic. Now the Trojans on the cross-court kill that stays inbounds. Point goes to Atlantic, 10-6. Serving for Atlantic now is number 6, Aubrey Geyer, the senior. Here's a little bit of a passing error on the Cyclones. Ace serve for Atlantic, 11-6. Trojans by 5. There's one into the net. Service error on Atlantic. Unforced error number 2 on them. 11-7. Trojans with the lead. Haley Blatt rotates back to serve for the Cyclones. Sammy Einison back into the front row. There's a tip at the net. The Cyclones couldn't quite keep that one off the floor. 5-point Trojan lead at 12-7. Ava Rush now serving for Atlantic. Nice serve there by Rush. A little bit of an overpass by the Cyclones. That one's going to not quite make it over. 13-7. Atlantic by 6. Rush at the service line for the Trojans. When we get set out to Sammy Einison. Sammy Einison with the hammer, dug nicely by the Trojans. And here we go again. Now it's Macy Reichel. And Macy Reichel with the kill as the dig goes out of bounds. 13-8. Cyclones trail by 5 with Ava Munson serving. Back row attack kept in play. Cyclones gonna have a free ball this one over. Atlantic now in system. And it's gonna be blocked out of bounds off the Cyclone block for the Atlantic point. 14-8. Cyclones trail by 6 as number 12, Lexi Nolik, now serving for Atlantic. And that one goes into the net. Service error on the Trojans. Unforced error number 3 on Atlantic. Aubrey Sweezow into the lineup for the Cyclones. And Macy Reichel back serving. There's a kill by number 10, Chloe Mullenix. 15-9. Cyclones trail by 6. And there's one. Aubrey Squeezeout hits one long out of bounds. 16-9. Cyclones now trail by 7. Service error on Atlantic. Cyclones will take the freebie. 16-10. And Ellie Einison rotates in for sister Sammy. And Ellie's going to go back to serve for the Cyclones. See if she can get things started here for the Cyclones. A little bit of an overpass. Atlantic tried keeping that in play, and they can't. 16-11. Cyclones by 5. Ellie with the serve again. They're going to have a tip at the net. Cyclones keeping it off the floor. Attack by the Cyclones, blocked, and they just push it over. Now Atlantic is going to try a little tip trick. Cyclones pushing it back over. That back row is going to be open here by both teams. If someone can get it back there, it's going to be Haley Blatt off the block, out of bounds. Atlantic, and they're going to say that hit the net, that it wasn't off the block. So now there's a discussion whether it was 4 touches or if it hit the referees and the line judge are going to have a discussion of what took place there. The controversy is the ball went out of bounds. The question is, did it go off the Atlantic block out of bounds, or was the attack hit into the net and go out of bounds? So the referees and line judges will have a discussion about what they saw, and one team's going to come out of this happy and one team's not, as the Cyclones had an attack. Again, it then ricocheted and went out of bounds, and the question is, did the ricochet come off of the net? And if it did, that would give the point to Atlantic. If the ricochet came off of the block or the Atlantic touch and went out of bounds, then it will be point Cyclones. And it looks like they're getting close to a decision, or it could be even a replay. Well, and they're going to say that it went off the block of Atlantic, and that's point Cyclones. So now the referee is explaining what the decision was. And that is one of the captains, number 6, Aubrey Geyer. She's going to come over and deliver the message to the Atlantic coach, and it's Cyclone points, so it is 16-12, Harlan Community. Cyclones got to keep things going here, and there's a block at the net. Erica Rust and Haley Blatt with a double block, giving the Cyclones the point, and they're now within 3, 16-13. Cyclones have come back from 7 down. Einesen with the short serve. There's going to be an attack at the net, and that one is in. Kill by Atlantic, 17-13. Cyclones trail by 4 with number 10, Chloe Mullenix to serve. A little bit of an overpass by the Cyclones there. Unforced error on Harlan Community. 18-13 Atlantic. Cyclones got a free ball this one over, and that one's not going to make it. It goes outside the antenna. 19-13. Cyclones trail by 6. Haley Blatt down the line. Good. Haley Blatt with the kill. The senior on senior night. 19-14. Trojans with the 5-point lead. Kiergaard to serve now. Madison, another senior, out there for the Cyclones. Back set tip at the net. Cyclones keeping it alive. Little free ball over. Cyclones got to regroup, and it's good. Cyclones just free balled that one over in a no man's land. Atlantic wasn't communicating there, and the Cyclones get the point. 19-15. Cyclones trail by 4. Kiergaard with the serve. So it's going to be a roll shot or push over by Atlantic. Cyclones in system. They're going to go short set to Ava Munson. And she couldn't quite get it over the block there. Gets blocked back onto the Cyclone side of the net, and point goes to Atlantic, 20-15. Number 14, Jada Jensen serving now. Munson gets one over for the Cyclones. A little cross-court kill by number 12, Lexi Nolik. The Cyclones couldn't get that one dug. 21-15 Atlantic. Deep into set 4 here. Cyclones take a timeout. Try and break some of the momentum and continuity that Atlantic has going. Cyclones with the lead set-wise, 2-1. Cyclones won set number 1, 25-20. Atlantic then took set number 2 by almost the same score, 25-21. Then in set number 3, the Cyclones were dominant in set 3, winning 25-14 to take a 2-1 lead. And now here in set 4, Harlan Community trails the Trojans from Atlantic 25-15. And we're set ready for play here. Cyclones gonna get a short set to Haley Blatt, blocked, and then pushed over by number 6, Aubrey Geyer, 22-15. Atlantic with the lead. Jensen getting ready to serve for the Trojans. Outside to Ava Munson, she pushes it over, and now it's going to be a free ball over by Ava Rush. Short set to Munson. And then a block by the Cyclones, but it goes out of bounds. Number 12, Lexi Nolik, is going to get credit for the kill, and it's 23-15 Atlantic. And there's a service error by Jada Jensen, unforced error by Atlantic. The score is 23-16 in favor of the Trojans. Cyclones with the serve. Mueller serves one deep to the back row. Kill attempt, and there's going to be a kill by number 12, Lexi Nolik, one of their seniors. It's going to get to set point here at 24-16. Cyclones trail by 8. And there's one that's out. Service error on Atlantic. Unforced error on the Trojans. 24-17. Haley Blatt serving for the Cyclones. Give me a little roll shot for Atlantic. Cyclone's going to go to Sammy Einesen. Sammy Einesen with the cross-court kill. 24-18. Cyclones trail by 6. Haley Blatt serving for the Cyclones. They're going to go outside. They're blocked. Cyclones, Munson and Reichel. And again, Sammy Einesen from about the same spot. Cross-court kill. 24-19. Cyclones on the move, but it is still set point as the Trojans sit at 24. Little overpass, and Atlantic used that overpass as almost like a set, and they hammered a kill home to take the victory 25-19 in set number 4, which means we're going to go to set number 5. So it is tied up at 2 apiece here in this Hawkeye 10 matchup. And the Cyclones won the flip, so we will get to choose if we want to start with the serve or not, and we definitely want to do that. This match is going to go to 15, so a lot of times they say that first team to 8 is oftentimes the victor. So, and the good news is if this mathematically has any type of pattern, the win-loss, it should be the Cyclones' turn to win. And And we'll definitely take that as Macy Reichel serves up the first one of set number 5. And the ball went out of bounds, but there was a touch on it. So the point is going to go to Atlantic, 1-0 here in set number 5. Cyclones hit that one just long out of bounds. 2-0. Atlantic with the lead. Cyclones need to side out here and get the serve back. So short serve, overpass by the Cyclones. 3-0 Atlantic. Number 12, Lexi Nolik. She serves another short serve, and the Cyclones are going to get it to Erica Rust. And there's a tip at the net by Atlantic. Back set to Sweezow. She pushes it over for the Cyclones. Now Atlantic with the roll shot. And Cyclones trying to keep it alive, and they do. Nice hustle there by the Cyclones. And there's a block. And that's going to be a Cyclone point. Nice hustle by Atlantic, but that's going to be enough for a Cyclone point. 3-1 Atlantic as Ellie Einison rotates into serve for the Cyclones. There's going to be a timeout on the floor as Harlan Community's got on the score there off of a attack by Erica Rust. The Atlantic could keep that alive, so we are in set 5. 3-1 Atlantic with the lead. Things are all tied up at 2 sets apiece. Good Hawkeye 10 matchup here. Volleyball action from Harlan Community High School Gym. Senior night here tonight, and senior Ellie Einison to serve. On the attack is blocked by Rust. It's going to be a free ball over. See if the Cyclones can take advantage here in system. And that's going to be Haley Blatt, another senior for the Cyclones with the kill. And the Cyclones trail by 1, 3-2. Ellie Einison with the serve. Serves one deep to the back row. So it's going to be a roll shot over by Atlantic. Cyclones in system here. They're going to go back set to Sweezow. And Sweezow's going to get credited with the kill as it went off the block and then into the referee stand. So Cyclones have tied it up at 3 apiece here in set number 5. Cyclones in system. We're going to go to senior Haley Blatt. Now a middle attack blocked by Erica Rust, but it does come down on the Cyclone side of the net. 4-3 Atlantic by 1. Number 8, Abby Smith to serve for the Trojans. Nice pass up to the front row and set, and there's a cool Haley Blatt with another one tonight. And that ties things up at 4 apiece. Maddie Kurgard in serving for the Cyclones. A little short serve by Kurgard. Attack at the net, and did that go off the net or a block? Yeah, that was out. That was out by quite a ways. The line judge called it in. It went off of the net. There was no block there and it was out. Point Cyclones. Cyclones lead 5-4. Cyclones with the first lead of set 5. And there's a kill for number 12, Lexi Nolik. And that's going to tie things up at 5 apiece. And you got to remember here in this 5th set, it just goes to 15. So you get there in a hurry versus going to 25. We're going to set outside Ava Munson. She just tips one into the middle. Now on the attack is blocked. And that was going to go out. Smart play by the Cyclones. An attack by Atlantic. It goes out of bounds. Cyclones with the lead, 6-5. Cyclones with the serve. Mueller sends one deep into the back row. A little bit of an overpass. Atlantic just tips it over the net. Cyclones got to take advantage here. They're going to go to Reichel. Reichel with the kill! Cyclones by 2, 7-5 in set number 5. Going to go right at Ava Rush. A little bit of an overpass, a block at the net, and it's going to go. That goes off the curtain and then back on the Cyclone side. So the Cyclones get a little help from the ceiling there as they now mount a 3-point lead, 8-5. Mueller again sends one to the deep back row, not allowing Atlantic to get into system. There's going to be another kill by Macy Reichel on the cross-court kill. Cyclones by 4, 9-5. And be one again deep to the back row, not allowing Atlantic to get into system. Cyclones get it to a short set, and there's Ava Munson! Oh, and they call Ava being in the net. She hammered it down. But on the swing, she hits the net, which will give the point to Atlantic, 9-6. Cyclones still by 3. And there's going to be an ace serve by the Trojans. And it's 9-7. Cyclones still within 2. Cyclones got to get a side out here and get to 10. Get to double digits first. They're going to go back set to Blatt. Nice kill attempt there by Blatt. One's rolled over. There's going to be Ava Munson. And there's going to be a kill by number 12, Lexi Nolik. 9-8. Cyclones still with the lead, but it's only by 1. Number 14, Jada Jensen serving. And that one falls, hits the net and falls onto the Cyclone side of the net. 9-9. Ellie Crease is wondering, should I call timeout or not? And she does. Things are tied up here in set number 5 at 9 apiece. Cyclones had a 9-5 lead, and then it's been a 4-point run by Atlantic to tie it up at 9-9. Again, great match here from Harlan Community High School Gym on senior night. We're in set number 5 to break the best of 5 match here tonight. Each team has won 2. Cyclones won the first and third sets. Atlantic won set number 2 and 4. And now we're in set number 5. See who can take away this Hawkeye 10 match between your Harlan Community Cyclones and the Trojans from Atlantic. It's just going to be a free ball over by the Cyclones. We're going to go outside to number 12. And that is Lexi Nolik with the kill. 10-9 Atlantic. Jensen still at the service line for the Trojans. Cyclone's going to go in system here, and that's Ava Munson with the tip. And now a kill that's blocked by Blatt. And now Blatt with the kill attempt. A little bit of a roll shot there. And just one off the Cyclone block, and they're going to go to Haley. Haley winds up and sends one down the line. And Haley Blatt with the kill. Another senior making an impact here tonight as they tie things up 10 apiece. And another hitter comes into the lineup for the Cyclones, Sammy Einesen. As Haley Platt rotates back to serve for the Cyclones, and things are all tied up at 10 apiece. It's just going to be a free ball over. See if the Cyclones can do something here, and that's going to be Sammy Einesen. Tried pushing it to the back row. Kill attempt dug by Kiergaard. Back set to Reichel. Cyclones going to try and keep it alive. Cyclones going to go to Sammy Einesen. Cyclones keep it alive off the block. Got a free ball over here. That's Ava Munson with the push. Quite the rally going on here. It's going to go off the block. Out of bounds off the Cyclones. So it's 11-10. Atlantic. Out to Sammy Einesen. And off the double block. It's 12-10. Atlantic by 2. And there's a timeout on the floor by Elliot Reese. Cyclones trail by 2 here in set number 5. It's been a good one all night long. Again, two teams that statistically match up well against each other. A lot of height on the Atlantic side of the net, which causes some blocking issues on the attacks of their opponents. The referee's going to take a towel out on the floor. After the timeout, there's water on the floor. So out of the timeout, the reset is this. Atlantic with the serve and the lead, 12-10, as number 6, Aubrey Geyer, is at the service line. Ava Munson's going to push one to the back row, and that's just long. Out of bounds. 13-10. Nice idea by Ava. There was no one home in the back row, but just a little bit long as Atlantic takes a 3-point lead. You're going to go outside to Sammy Einesen. Nice swing on the ball by Sammy. Little shot. Back set to Reichel. There's going to be a tip at the net, and the Cyclones can't cover up behind the block, and that one's going to be down 14-10. Cyclones trail by 4. Little short serve. We're going to go back set to Ava Munson. And there's going to be a swing of a little bit of overpass. Nice job by Munson. Nice dig by Kiergaard. And the Cyclones couldn't keep that one in play as it goes out of bounds. And the Cyclones lose it in 5, but a great job here tonight, as we knew from the beginning it was going to be a tough one. 15-10, the Cyclones lose set number 5 to lose 3 sets to 2 to Atlantic. Atlantic is going to improve. They don't have an overall record that's that impressive, but they played in some pretty top elite tournaments, as they're going to move to 12-18 on the season. And in conference play, they're going to improve to 6-3. Cyclones overall are going to drop to 11-11 on the season, and they will drop to 4-4 in the conference. So Did a lot of good things tonight. Did the Cyclones just faced a pretty tough Atlantic team as well. This has been Jonathan North on the camera. Bill Mueller on the play-by-play. You've been watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone.